Has it ever crossed your mind who the wealthiest person is? So did I. Who are these people? Are they the movers and shakers? Centi-billionaires? Could be. Let's get right into it and see who is the richest among the richest. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, and click on the notification bell to stay updated on this channel's upcoming videos as we bring you the latest in the luxury world. Number 10 on the list of remarkably wealthy people, we have Steve Ballmer with a net worth of $107 billion. Yep, you heard it right. The one with the lowest rank is a centi-billionaire. Ballmer was born in 1956 in Detroit, Michigan. He was the chief executive officer of Microsoft from 2000 to 2014, a businessman, and an investor. With his $333.3 billion share in Microsoft, while being the CEO of the said company for 14 years, no wonder he's got the wealth. He is a huge basketball fan, an enthusiast in fact. While most fans are behind the TV screen, screaming from the top of their lungs to cheer for their favorite team, Ballmer made all fans' dreams a reality of his own. For $2 billion, he bought the LA Clippers in 2014. By then, he no longer screams behind the monitor. He then sees them live during the games. He now spends his time with his wife Connie Snyder and his sons Sam, Aaron, and Peter. Ninth on the list, we have the Oracle of Omaha, an American business magnate, an investor, and a philanthropist, Warren Buffett. With a very small difference margin from the 10th placer, he has a net worth of $108 billion. He owns Berkshire Hathaway Inc., a multinational conglomerate company that owns 60 businesses ranging from insurance to energy generation. If there's anything he enjoys, that would be earning and saving money. In fact, he is known for being a frugal billionaire. Despite his wealth, he chooses not to buy luxurious items, like the latest sports car, biggest mansions, or newest gadgets. Rather, he spends billions on company acquisitions, investment, and other ways he can generate wealth. On the other hand, he is reputable for his charity work, donating 99% of his wealth and has given over $45 billion to his kids' foundation and the Gates Foundation. While pouring other people's cups, he still manages to be on the list of the wealthiest people on Earth. After launching the Giving Pledge with Bill Gates, which is a commitment to billionaires to donating a generous amount of around half of their wealth to people who are in need, with Elon Musk and Larry Ellison gaining interest on this pledge. Nowadays, he spends time in Omaha. On the 8th rank of the list, we have one of the brains that came up with the biggest search engine in the world, Google, none other than Sergey Brin. He was taking his PhD at Stanford by the time when he, alongside Larry Page, created the search engine that has changed the world. Surely, there's no surprise that he is on the list, especially that where you're watching this video now is a product of his brilliance. YouTube is a subsidiary of Google, which is also Alphabet, which Sergey Brin co-founded, was a former president and a board member of, controller, and a shareholder. As his resume increases in pages, his net worth also rises. His net worth of $120 billion is the process of being a founder of a life-changing technological invention. Outside of Google, he works on his own projects. Together with Larry Page, they are aiming at saving the world through offshore wind power and energy-efficient car investments. Like most billionaires, he has an investment in Space Race. His investment on a Virginia-based space tourism company, Space Adventures, amounts to $4.5 million. The 7th place is taken by Larry Ellison, the Oracle of the Silicon Valley, blazing with a net worth of $122 billion. Back in the 1990s, he was the richest man for a short span of time, and with a salary of over $90 million, he was the highest-paid executive on Earth. He got his generous wealth from a tech company he founded. He is the CEO of Oracle, which generates a net worth of $239 billion. In comparison to other billionaires, Larry grew up in the middle-class household in Chicago's South Shore after he was adopted when he was a toddler. He was originally from New York City. In his youth, he dropped from 2 universities and began working in the tech industry, leading him to create Oracle. It has grown strong as Sybase and Microsoft SQL Server are its leading competitors. After all his hard work, he now spends time relaxing in Lanai, an island he bought for around $300 billion, while owning some share in Tesla, which he bought for $3 million. Up next, coming 6th on the list, the popular Mark E. Zuckerberg. If you don't know him, we'd be surprised. He is the founder of the Facebook, a website Mark E.Z. opened in 2004, which became widely known as Facebook Inc., and now Meta. What's being the founder and CEO of Facebook gonna do to you? Simple. It can make your net worth reach $123 billion just like Mark's. On top of that, Mark owns up to 400 million shares in the company, with a 58% total voting power. So if issues arise on Facebook, or should I say Meta, blame it on Mark. He's got the power. These days, he spends most of his time with his family exploring the metaverse. 5th on the list, we have Larry Page. Well, having him on the list should be a no-brainer, although it's a bit shocking that there's a huge margin between him and the other Google founder on the list. Obviously, he co-founded Google and served as a CEO of Alphabet for a little bit of time, which gave him his net worth of $125 billion. I'd probably mention that people mention, when you mention the founders of Google in your video, the algorithm gives you more views. A rumor, yes, but who knows? Larry met his co-founder while he was taking his PhD in Stanford University. That's when they invented Google's algorithm. His net worth is not only a result of Google. Just like most billionaires, he also has interests in space race. He is now investing in planetary resources. He also invests in startups that manufactures flying cars on the side. Nowadays, you may find him in his Tesla X or his mega yacht that is around 193 feet. 4th on the list is the man who never fails to make it to the top 5 of Forbes' list of richest people, Bill Gates. He is a businessman, an investor, and a software developer. As expected, he's on the list. The only question there would be, which spot? Everybody knows him, that's for sure. With the millions of Windows and Microsoft users, it's impossible not to know him. He has a growing net worth of $138 billion. Surely, he does charity work, but his wealth doesn't stop expanding. Ever heard of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation? Yep, quite awkward to say after the divorce, but here we are. The 3rd billionaire is Jeff Bezos, still on the list, but a few steps below his position as the first place in most lists in the past, with a net worth of $195 billion. He is the founder, CEO, president, and chairman of the board of Amazon.com. Back then, many people thought he's become the first ever trillionaire in history, but that didn't happen. But he might clap back to the first rank because Amazon, a multinational technology company focusing on e-commerce, online advertising, cloud computing, digital streaming, and artificial intelligence, continues to rise up in profit, making it the biggest company in the United States. After his divorce that surely cost him a lot of money for the settlement, he bounced back 1,000,000 times, not only in net worth, but he actually did a space race of his own rocket company, Blue Origin. If not hanging out with his new girlfriend nowadays, he may be competing in a space race. 2nd on the list is Bernard Arnault. He had a short-lived position as the richest person in the world in 2021. It only lasted for a couple of months, but he still is the richest person in France, Europe, and even in fashion. With $198 billion, he got the title of the richest man in the world for 3 times. With various companies under his supervision, which ranges from fashion, perfumes, cosmetics, wines, and even pastries, it is not a question as to why he's got the title for 3 times already. He now runs businesses with his 4 sons, Antoine, Frederick, Alexander, and John Arnault, and probably enjoying his time in his Symphony, a 333-meter yacht, which is about $150 million. And the richest among the richest, with his growing net worth of $283 billion, with a margin of $100 billion to the former title holder Jeff Bezos. Born in South Africa, he is a Canadian-American man who is very popular nowadays. Who wouldn't know the CEO of SpaceX, an inventor, businessman, and investor, Elon Musk? Apart from his massive success in the tech industry, he does some cameos on the side, hence the popularity. Musk started young at the age of 12. He sold his first company, Zip2, for $307 million in cash and $34 million in stock options. He then co-founded X.com, creating PayPal, and then sold to eBay amounting to $1.5 billion in stock. SpaceX, now a $74 billion company, and Tesla being a frontrunner in the electric car industry. He is the person of the year in 2021. These days, he's busy with his space colonization and showing up on television for interviews, or, yes, on Cameo. Is your favorite billionaire on the list? If not, better luck next time. If yes, let's see which position they'll land next year. Maybe they'll soon be named the richest person in the world. Enjoying this kind of content? Lucky for you, we've got more coming up. Stay updated on this channel through the notification bell. We're uploading more videos that will fill your curiosities on luxury.